Hi everyone and welcome back to another Vlog Files, and today on this very hot day in Australia we are actually stripping the games room. I'm joined with my wife Mandy.
Hi everyone.
And Mandy and I have the house to ourselves and we are ready to now strip away all these video games from the library to create something amazing, so much better, and to get things organised, because we've built the arcade room. And that's getting a bit of a renovation in itself. Not a renovation, a modification. I've got to start saying that. Modification. And this room's going through modification, because keep in mind that when that was going on, I really didn't have my head in here in the library to see how I wanted it. And there's revolutionary things coming. We've got another camera set up there. So we're going to be capturing as much as we can. And well, bring on the montage. Well, that took 4.5 hours to get this center shelf packed up and gone. And thanks to Mandy in this heat, she was amazing to get all those games packed up, remove the shelves into the other room, because basically we don't want dust on the games. And we've got a big job ahead, because Mandy's going to have to pull all the games off the shelves of the rest of the room. We've only, scratched the surface. And you know what I've got to do? Put up a new wall. And look what we have here, a wall. Now I'm on the back side of the wall. Does that make sense? I'm on the far end. So we've got the end of the room here. So let's go over to the other side of the wall. It's all been sanded. That took ages, but it's taken like 3 days to make. And I'm pretty happy with it. I did get a hand from Jess. I just didn't get her on film. I think I might have got a couple of things, but anyway, that's it. It's smooth as silk. It's ready to paint. And can anyone guess why this wall is here? There's going to be another one on the other side. I haven't done that yet. But why have I built a wall in the middle of the room? You know, what's this area for? At the moment, we've got the Sega stuff here. We haven't removed it. But there's got to be a reason. And can anyone guess? Please, I want your comments. I want to see what you guys think. So then we'll head down here into the hallway. Well, there's nothing much changed here, but we've got some Atari games. I'm not sure if they're going to stay. And we've got here, remember this was, it was a window into the arcade room originally. Well, now that's plastered up. I've flattened that off and we've just got this, I don't know. Now get ready. We're in here. We're in this room. Look at it. Can you tell I'm excited? I mean, this is, I couldn't have imagined it to be better, to be honest. I love it. It's like going into something like not a temple, but something like that. Like, it's grand entrance now. Now the arcades are all over the place. Don't look at them at the moment. I'm still sorting them out because I'm going to try and keep as many as I can in there. I don't want to cull any more. We've got a few still to go down there, but because I'm moving things around, if I brought those down there and moved them around, it'd even be harder. So actually come in and have a look. Come in and have a look at this. Why not? So this is the arcade room at the moment, and you can tell, of course you can tell, I've put pinball machines here. So I love them here. Having them on the back wall, it was good because you see all the artwork, but walking in and seeing arcades on in the back, especially with Space Harrier and the big Sega games with arcades, that suits better. And I've decided to put the pinballs here. You probably think this was a matter of a couple of hours of discussion and that's how the room was planned. No. This is months and months of working out. And then when you put things in place, you end up changing it again. But I've kind of got things grouped up, like I'm going to have Atari here. That's why Gauntlet's here. I'm going to have all the other Atari games there. It's going to be so amazing. And I've got a couple of new pinballs in. I've got a Terminator 3 and a Simpsons. Actually, come here. What am I doing? I'm not even... Got a trolley here. Okay, so we've got the Terminator 3 and Simpsons Pinball Party. I've got the other Simpsons down there. We'll look at that another time. Terminator 3 is an incredible game, and that gets a hard time. People don't like it. I don't know what's going on. I personally think it's better than Terminator 2. It's like Terminator 2 on steroids. That's the best way to describe it. And Simpsons Pinball Party, that is such a good game. My friend Rob tells me it's a very deep game, and yes. All right, so that's the arcade room. I've showed you everything, well, everything at the moment. That's going to change. So I want to know what this room's going to be. What do you think this room's going to be? We've got blue walls. We've got these slat walls going up here. I've blocked off the doorway. There's no need for a doorway here. And look at this. I'm starting to put up my MVS cartridges. They're not all here at the moment. Now we're going to go over this room. This is the retro room, and we've had a bit of a problem. And the problem is up in the ceiling. Can you see those little rings, those little marks? Well, they're actually watermarks, and we've had bad rains over summer, like tropical rains, really, really hard and heavy. And well, because it's a new roof, some parts haven't been tested with bad rains, and I think I know where that is. It's in the valley of the roof. Now, how do you fix water problems in the roof? I'll tell you how. You get up on the roof and you fix them. Simple as that. We've just got to find out where the leak's coming from, and it's easy. I will just say before I get up on the roof that those leaks should be a lot worse, but I've got double plaster up there. So I've got 2 layers of plaster. The first layer is waterproof. The second layer is not. It's just normal plaster. So there's going to be a lot of, it's not going to be water there now. It'll all dried up, but it would have been really, really bad. And because I've got all this equipment, I always wanted to have 2 layers of plaster, especially a waterproof one. So if there's anything chaotic that happens, it won't come and destroy my game. So that's it. There's no need to make a big deal out of a water leak, so we'll just get up there now and fix it. So we're moving along the roof here. Shouldn't really run on the roof, but it's okay. It's not too bad. So going around the chimney now, you can already see the problem here. This ridge is not secured down properly. You can see there's a bit of insulation coming out there. So water could be running on that, going onto the insulation. That soaks it up. This has to be bolted down. It has to be cut. So that's our first problem. This looks all pretty good. This looks very good, but it is around this area, so I'm going to keep looking and making sure. This is, I'll pan around and show you, that's the arcade roof. I might get up on the top. So we've got a little vent there to keep inside the roof clean, and look at this. Look at that roof, it's huge. All we need to do is get a sheet of roofing. That's our problem. You can see there's some ants there, so they've obviously found some water. And that is a very, very simple problem to fix up. So I don't know if you can see that. I may zoom out. You can probably see there, that's going down into the roof, so I can put my finger right in there, and that's where our leak is. Right, I'm up in the roof cavity, and last night I put up a little plastic tub to collect any rainwater. Now it's over there, and you can actually maybe see, if I zoom in, you can maybe see that there's light coming in, and that's where I poked the hole yesterday. And I've put a little plastic container under that. We'll go and have a look at that in a minute, and I want to see how much water it collected, because last night we had a fairly not heavy but moderate rainfall, and it should have collected some water. So we'll go over there now, have a look at that. Now we're above where the leak is, and if you have a look, can you see there that light? That light there is where we've got to seal up. Once we've sealed that up, we are laughing, and if you look directly down, so if I pull the camera down, you will see a tub of water. Now that's only overnight, and you know, I've moved all the insulation around, and wow, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I'll leave that here for a minute. I'll go and plug up the hole. As you can see, the ceiling's a little bit, you can see there was some dampness there. Yeah, I don't know. It's obviously the insulation's been a bit damaged previously. All those clear wires are optic fibre lights, they haven't been affected. But I'll tidy this area up once it's all sealed up. And that's it, we'll get out of here. Let's go and fix up that hole. Well, it's a very hot day at the moment, and it is especially hot in the sun. That sun is beaming down. I should have glasses on, you'd think. What I'm going to do is take off this part of the ridge first so I can access this. Then I'm going to put this part of the roof on, and that's our problem. Remember, look, I can push that right through. Alright, so now, feels like home improvement part 2. Now I've got this sheet of roofing that I've cut. I cut it downstairs, it was so much easier. I've cut it roughly on the right angle, looked pretty good. This will slide under so you won't see this. And this has been used before, it's got those holes, but we'll be using those same holes. And we can put silicone around it to make sure it's got a better seal. I want to get off this roof quickly, but I can't rush the job. I'm going to put a bead of silicone under this just in case the rain happens to be coming this way and slides under. It's unlikely because it's got to travel a fair bit up. The roof is a bit of an angle, but that's the right way to do it, so we will do that. And here is the silicone. Just making sure there's no ants there, else they're going to get silicone on them. So we put a bead of silicone across here. Put a generous amount. And we bring the sheet down, pop it there, and you can see a bit of silicone coming out, but as long as that's a good seal, and now we'll use our screws to zip it back up. I'm just going to get this silicone away with my finger, just to make it look a little bit better instead of blobs. Although it may not look the prettiest, this patch, I may replace it over time, make it one whole length. It's not that important, but I will neaten that up once it's a cool day, maybe put some more screws on the bottom there. The rain will wash that away, it's a bit dirty. I'll clean that valley up, and it's all back to a new roof again. Okay, I'm inside and it's heaps better inside. I've got the air conditioning on, and it's 38 degrees outside, that's Celsius. That's about 95, 96 Fahrenheit, correct me if I'm wrong. What I did before I got inside, I got my hose and put it on full blast and sprayed the repaired roof and made sure there was no leaks. So I sprayed it like crazy, went inside the roof, and it's dry as a bone, all that area. And you can't see any daylight this